Okay, welcome in. We are now going to be reviewing Friday's action from the NHL. There are only 4 games on tap, so this video shouldn't take that long, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Starting with the Red Wings, and they were in Arizona to take on the Coyotes. And by the way, upset alert. McBain would kick things off in the first, getting his 7th goal of the season from O'Brien and Carcone, 2 minutes and 35 seconds into that frame. Alex Kerfoot would increase the lead to 2-0, getting his 11th goal of the season from Valimaki and Nick Bustad, 8 minutes and 5 seconds into that frame. The Coyotes had a late power play goal with just under 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes and 56 seconds to be exact. Logan Cooley would increase the lead to 3-0, getting his 11th goal of the season from Michelli and Moser. So after 40 minutes of play, the Coyotes had a 3-0 lead. In the second, Nick Bustad would increase the lead to 4-0, getting his 15th goal of the season from Nick Schmaltz. And 4-0 is where we would stand after 40 minutes of play, and 4-0 is where we'd stand at the end of regulation. So with the victory, the Coyotes are sitting at 26, 33, and 5, still looking on the outside, still outside looking in when it comes to the postseason. As for the Detroit Red Wings, they have a record of 33, 24, and 6. They currently hold the number 2 wildcard spot in the Eastern Conference. All right, next matchup took place in Colorado, right? And they were taking on the Minnesota Wild. Okay, there. All right. Let's take a look and see who won this game. A low-scoring affair, by the way. So in the first, just 42 seconds into that frame, Lehkonen would get his 11th goal of the season from McKinnon, who now has 70 assists. That is mind-blowing. In the second period, Faber would tie the game up at 1 with 9 minutes and 16 seconds to go on the clock. For Faber, that would be his 6th goal of the year from Kaprizov and Eriksson Ek. There was no scoring in the third period, therefore we would need overtime to settle this one. And the Avalanche would strike on a power play. Nichushkin would get the game-winning goal, his 23rd of the season, from Rantanen and McKinnon, and that goal happened with 2 minutes and 32 seconds into the period. So 2-1 would be the final score in favor of Colorado. So with the win, the Avalanche are sitting at 40, 20, and 5. They currently have the number 3 spot in the Central Division. As for the Minnesota Wild, after the loss, they're 30, 27, and 7. All right, the next matchup took place in Anaheim. We had the Ducks playing against the Stars.
Okay. Once.
Anaheim, right.
What?
And Dallas. Oh, there you go. Thanks. Cool. All right. So Chris Tanev, one of the new acquisitions for the Stars, would get his 2nd goal of the season from Roope Hintz and Lindell a minute and 14 seconds into that frame. Speaking of Roope Hintz, he'd get on the goal scorer sheet himself with 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining on the clock. A power play goal, his 26th of the year from Heiskanen and Jamie Benn. Faxka would increase the lead to 3-0 with a minute and 4 seconds on the clock, getting his 5th goal of the season from Sam Steele and Joe Pavelski. So the Stars had a 3-0 lead heading into the second period. Jamie Benn would increase the lead to 4-0 with a power play goal from Heiskanen and Jason Robertson, 5 minutes and 31 seconds into that period. Ryan Strome would finally get the Ducks on the board just 35 seconds after Benn scored, getting his 11th goal of the season from Paterno and Mintyukov. Marchman would increase the lead to 5-1 with 5 minutes and 52 seconds remaining on the clock, his 19th of the season, assisted by Jason Robertson. So after 40 minutes of play, the Stars had a 5-1 lead. The Ducks had a power play in the third period, and Alex Lauren would strike, getting his 11th goal of the season from Strome and Cam Fowler, 4 minutes and 13 seconds into that period. Joe Pavelski would get a power play goal of his own, giving the Stars a 6-2 lead, his 22nd of the year from Roope Hintz and Matt Duchene. So 6-2 would be the final score in favor of the Stars. With the win, the Dallas is sitting at 39, 17, and 9, currently sitting first in that Central Division. As for the Anaheim Ducks, 23, 37, and 3. Let's just say the season can't end soon enough for them. Alrighty, the last game from Friday took place in Seattle. We had the Kraken, and they were taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Waiting.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, waiting.
1 second.
Okay. I should just have that buffer.
Huh?
I should just have that buffer every time we switch between teams. So that buffer single. All right, so there was no scoring in the first 2 periods, and all the scoring came in the third period. Mark Scheifele would kick things off for the Jets, getting his 19th goal of the season from Namastikkov and Josh Morrissey, 7 minutes and 15 seconds into that period. With 8 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in that period, Adam Lowry would get his 10th goal of the year from Niederreiter and Mason Appleton, making it 2-0. And then with just under a minute to go, the Kraken had their goaltender pulled. Nick Ehlers would increase lead to 3-0 from Sean Monahan and Iafallo. So 3-0 would be the final score in favor of the Jets. So with the win, the Jets are sitting 17-5. They currently have the second spot in that Central Division. As for the Seattle Kraken, 28-24-11. A disappointing season considering they made the playoffs last year, and now it's looking very bleak that they'll be able to make a return to the Stanley Cup playoffs. All right, that takes care of a very quick recap from Friday night. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, please feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Do you have anything you want to add?
No.
No? Alrighty. Well, as always, say the line.
Say the line.
Okay, take care.